Hey Shahar, welcome back to my channel, to the Witchy Reader. I've started this vlog like really late in the week. It is Friday, and I plan for this vlog to go out tomorrow. Um, I think I have a schedule to go out tomorrow. Um, I don't know, I may have it go out Sunday just because I started it really late in the week, like really late in the week. Um, yeah, I'll probably have it end up going out on Sunday instead of Saturday, just because this is gonna be a short vlog as it is. Um, I haven't really read this week. That's why I didn't start this vlog. Um, I did read yesterday finally. I just forgot to. I read late at night, and I forgot to do this vlog before I went to bed because I was really tired. But I read a good portion of The Enchantress. I am really enjoying this book. And you guys know how I've been enjoying this series, but I just wasn't in a reading mood the last few days, but that's changing and I want to read again, which is good. So I plan to get a lot of reading done today. I plan to read most of the day, pretty much. Um, I'm not gonna read like right now because I'm gonna eat breakfast and relax since I did just wake up. But here shortly, I will finish this book. That'll probably take a little break, maybe a lunch break, depending if I finish this at lunch. And then I will start. What do I plan on starting? Um, I will start this book, A Whole New World. This will be crossing off the prompt of read a book set entirely in the summer, and this book is set entirely in summer, so yay. And then this book will be crossing off the royalty prompt because obviously Jasmine is a princess. Um, but I'm excited for this. Um, and then after this, um, the next week I do want to get a lot of reading done. I don't want to just read though, because I do want to get writing done too. But I do want to get a lot of reading done since I ended up falling behind since I didn't, because I was doing so well this month, but then I fell behind because I wasn't in a reading mood. And but it was easier this month too because all the books I was really reading were smaller. I mean, I read 10 of these books, and I read the fourth and fifth of this series, but they're not as thick as this book. This book is the thickest in the entire series. They're all like 400 pages. No, the entire series is like 300 some pages, except this book. This one is 509. So this is like a good 200 pages longer than the rest of the series. Um, so much is going on in this book, but yeah. I probably won't end up getting to go to the library this month, so there are a couple problems I won't get to finish. Um, which I probably won't end up being able to read Animorphs, which is for two prompts, Share the Love and Branch Out. And then what was the other one? Pride, which is which the book I was going to read for that is Shadow Kyoshi. I'll just probably wait until I can actually buy that book, so I can own it and so I can tab it because I like tabbing my books. Um, and I did love the first book. I rated it 4 stars, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love this one even more than the first one. But um, yeah. So the books I still have to read that's on my TBR is, well, I have to finish The Enchantress, but that's gonna be easy. That's just 109 pages I have to read. I'm on page 400 out of 509. Then this one, which I hope to finish this one today too. I mean, this one isn't that big. How many pages are there? And some of this is part of a different story from the series. So going back to, okay, see, this is only 376. I can read 376 pages in a day. I've read more than that in a day before. So I'm going to try to finish this book today. No promises though. Do not hold my I will not hold my breath on that, but I will try. And then I do want to read this book, which is Reflection. This one and if I can get it. This one are my most anticipated Twisted Tale reads, and I'm very excited for them. But I'm gonna read this one because it is smaller. As you can tell, Unbirthday is kind of more on the thick side. Um, but this has how many pages does this have? 408, so a little bit bigger than A Whole New World, but not by much. Still, this isn't bad to read in a day. 400 pages, not that bad. But this one is probably like 500 something. Yeah, this is 504. So 504 pages for this one. I'm going from 300 to 400 to 500. Well, this one is a little bit closer on the 400 scale because it is like 370 something. 376, so yeah. But, so, and then I also, so I'm reading Percy Jackson. The reason why I am very anticipating for this book. The reason why I have it as last is so that whenever I do finish it at the end of the month, I can, just jump into the next book at the beginning of the month, because if I really love it, which I think I'm going to, then I'm going to want to jump right into the next book at the beginning of next month. So, yeah. But yeah, so today's goals is to definitely finish this book no matter what. So after I eat breakfast and rest after waking up, I'm going to read this book. I'm going to watch a movie while I eat. And I'm gonna watch Readathon. I started it yesterday but didn't finish it. I love it's the first or technically second Monster High movie. I don't really like the first movie in school, but I've been meaning to rewatch the Monster High movies for the like billionth time in my life. So I started Readathon yesterday, but then I started reading and just never finished the movie. And I'm not very far into the movie, I don't think. So after the movie, I'll probably start on reading. So after I finish the Enchantress, I will, depending on when I'm probably gonna take a break, maybe eat again, and then I will start A Whole New World. So that's my plan for today. And depending on how big my reading mood is and when I finish this book, I may even start Reflection. But again, not gonna hold my breath. I'm just saying I might if I do end up finishing this relatively early in the day and I still want to read. I don't know. After I finished this book, I would have gotten a lot of writing done, and I would have and I lost. Okay, I got confused. I will I might want to get some writing done if I do finish both those books because I did get a lot of pages read if I do. So yeah. But I will come back at you with another update soon and let you know if I actually do as I want to for my reading goals today. I'll see you next time. So, hi, I finished The Enchantress. Um, it is 10:41 in the morning. I started this at like 8 something, I think. Um, actually, I think it was 9 something. I think it was only like an hour to get 109 pages done. Not bad. But, I don't know what to say. This is the last book in the series, and that ending, like, what just happened? Like, my brain is not functioning now. Like, what the heck? I don't, like, not like the ending or something, it's just I didn't see it coming, and I don't know what to say anymore. Like, I I mean, there's this prophecy. I mean, the entire series follows this whole prophecy. Um, but the prophecy was not what you thought it was. And, like, I don't know anymore. So much happened, and I can't even process this ending. I definitely highly recommend this series for anyone who likes fantasy, who isn't that big into romance or is okay reading something with very little romance, because there are a couple couples on here, but the romance is very little. Which I'm okay with. You know, I'm all for little to no romance. I know there's some people who, even if they read fantasy, they're looking for the big, great romance. Well, this book doesn't have it. Um, if you like time travel, because the last two books, especially the last one, has a lot of time travel about it. I mean, the entire setting in the last book is about them being back in time, like 10,000 years back in time. Um, well, not the entire setting actually, because there's some people that's still in the present that's working to save San Francisco while the rest of the group isn't back in time. So it goes back and forth. But um but yeah. So if you like time travel, there's a lot of time travel in the last two books. There's a lot to do with sibling love, because the two main characters who the prophecy is about are Sophie and Josh, and they're twins. Um there's lots of magic, and yeah, it's just a really great series, and it's very fast paced and action packed, as I've said a lot, because that is some of my favorite parts of this book. How it's so fast paced and it's like so much going on. I do feel like book five was not as fast paced as the rest of them. I mean, this one does pick up the pace again. I just feel like I don't want to say I wouldn't say book five felt like there wasn't much going on, because there was still a lot going on. It just, I don't know how to explain it. Just, at least for me, it didn't feel as fast paced, in my opinion. I don't know why. Um, but yeah, and then it's obviously very action packed. There's a lot of action scenes, fighting scenes, magic scenes, and it's just such an amazing series. And I do highly recommend. They also, if you're a history buff or something, or you don't have to be a history buff to be into this. I mean, I'm not a history buff, but there's some things with history, like the main. There's one thing that's mentioned a lot, which is Danu Talis, and Danu Talis is the lost city of Atlantis. It's just what people from the olden days called it, and um, that's where they go when they go back in time to Danu Talis before it falls and becomes the lost city of Atlantis. But yeah, um, and then there's William Shakespeare, who's a character who becomes the main character. I think he's introduced in book two or book three, one of those two. But um, you find out he's immortal, and same with Joan of Arc, who was introduced, definitely she I know was introduced in book two. Um, and she's also immortal. So yeah, there's a lot of characters that you might recognize from history, and I really like that little spin on it, making them immortal and that they're still alive, but the entire world don't know that they're alive, because they can't know that they're still alive. But yeah, it's just so interesting and so good, and I definitely highly, 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 highly recommend this to anyone who wants to read it. Um, but yeah, so um, I don't know if I'm gonna take a break, or I think I'm gonna take a small break, go see my mom, but then I'm gonna start reading A Whole New World very soon. I might also eat first. We'll see. Um, I'm feeling kind of hungry. Um, but yeah, I will start reading A Whole New World. I'm very excited to read it. So yay. And for this crossed off the prompt of read a book set entirely in summer, because even though they're back in time, it's still in summer. Um, it's beginning of June. This thing takes place in the beginning of June. So yeah, so exciting. So where's my phone? I should cross that off before I forget, because knowing me, I will forget to cross that off. So I'm gonna cross it off, and then see. So he waves, read a book set entirely in the summer. So what do I have left to do? There's a few prompts that I'm not even planning on doing. Get lost, go somewhere in town you've never been. I don't plan on doing. Read a translated work because I have no idea how to find translated work. I probably won't do the Instagram challenge. I've never done an Instagram challenge before, and yeah. And then I don't think I'm going to end up doing Pass the Aux. Make playlists inspired by one of your reads. I've never really done that. I know I've heard a lot of people on Twitter, on what writing Twitter, that they make playlists inspired by their WIPs, and I've never done that. I have my playlist very organized, ironically, because I'm not that much organized. Oh, I wouldn't say I'm not organized. I'm just not big into organizing every little thing like some people with OCD. But I do have my playlist, my music playlist, very organized, so I know exactly where to find them whenever I'm in the mood to listen to a specific song. It makes things easier for me. And then there are three that I don't think I'm going to do anymore just because I took to the library and I don't see that happening. We're having car problems and stuff, and we only really use the car when we have to. And I mean, I did end up getting into a very small little slump for a few days or for half a week. So I'm a little behind anyways for the books that I do own. Um, so I'm not gonna do the branch out and the share the love, which I have the same book for those two prompts, which is Animorphs, and then Pride, read a book with a queer main character or author, The Shadow of Kyoshi. I do want to read that book, but I think I just kind of want to buy it anyways because I want to own it and I want to tab it because I like tapping my books. So I don't think I'm gonna end up doing those three quite yet, sadly. What else do I need to do? I still need to do Buddy Read a Book with a Friend, which I'm reading with Tiffany from the book. Let me try that again. With Tiffany from the book Skeptic. um, we are reading Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, which I am excited for. Am I going crazy or did I hear no? I think I'm going crazy. Okay, don't mind me. I'm just going crazy over here. um, Play pretend, be your favorite character for a day, make choices based off what your favorite character would do. And I've already said that I think one of these vlogs or my TBR video or something that what I'm going to do is cosplay as a character, but I'm not going to be them for the entire day or make choices based off what they will do. Because I already have a cosplay costume of Jenny. I have a wig. It doesn't really look like Jenny's hair in my opinion, but I mean, at least it doesn't look like movie Jenny hair. It probably does look like book Jenny hair. So I don't think it's as long, but it said when I bought it, it said Jenny Weasley hair. And then I have a Gryffindor robe specifically for Jenny. I really want to buy a Hufflepuff robe because I'm Hufflepuff. Then I sadly do not have Jenny's wand. I only have Harry's wand, but I do want to give more characters wands. And then I have a Hogwarts ID thing for Jenny in my purse. I think I had it there. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just dress up as her for a little bit, and I'll probably film one of my updates while I'm dressed up as her. And then I need to do create an outfit inspired by your current read. And I do plan on doing this one. I don't know how well it's going to work. Maybe I'll try to do that today. because I kind of want to do it for a whole new world. Actually, no, I kind of want to do it for birthday, so I think I'll wait until I read on birthday. That's the Alice in Wonderland Twisted Tales. Then I have Hot Girl Summer, read a book written by a woman, which I have on birthday for. It is written by Liz Braswell. Well, technically, so is a whole new world, but I have that for something else. I could double up prompts if I end up having to. Um, but I kind of want to read all three of these books, so I'm going to try to. All three of these Twisted Tale books. And then I have Spice It Up, read a book by an author of color. And I have Reflection. Ooh. And this is by Elizabeth Lim, who is Asian. Then I have Sandcastle, a book featuring a royalty, which is a whole new world, which I'm about to read today, and hopefully cross it off today if I can finish it today, which that's the plan. But it is pretty early. It's a little bit. It's 10:53 a.m., so almost 11 a.m. So I still have like all day. So I think I can. It just depends if my reading mood continues or if I don't want to read anymore. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, that's what I need to do, and I hopefully will be able to do them all. I think I can, especially if I read this entire book today. I still have like 2 weeks left for the month, so I think I can read Reflection on birthday and Percy Jackson in that. And if there's time, then I'll see about going to the library to get Animorphs. And I still don't know if I'm going to end up doing the Shadow of Kyoshi because I kind of just want to buy it, and I can't buy it this month, so we'll see. But even so, then out of all the ones I planned on doing, I would only not do one if I do end up getting Animorphs. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, that's my plan, and this turned out to be a really long update because I started just talking about my prompts and what I need to do and what I hope to do. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later and let you know how it goes with A Whole New World. So talk to you guys later. Hi, I'm back. I have not read any more of A Whole New World yet. I mean, it's only been like half an hour, but I was with my mom for a little bit. We were just talking. I helped. So, I just wanted to come back because I keep forgetting to show you. Because one prompt I did not tell you I still need to do because I have crossed it off is create art based on a book or something like that, and I keep forgetting to show you guys my drawings I made of Seekers. So, they have tape on them because I plan on putting them. I haven't decided where though yet. This is Toklo, one of the main characters. China. They're all kind of put together now. Here's Busa, and then one of the main characters. Here is Udrak, another main character. Here is Kalik, another main character and my favorite. For those of you that did not know, Udrak is second. Then I have this, which is all of them. Kalik, Udrak, Lusa, and Toklo. I wrote Seekers Friendship because why not? And then I have one more, this. And I did this because here's spoilers for anyone that has not read Seekers. If you don't plan on to, or you don't care about spoilers, then you can go ahead and watch. But if you do want to read it and have not finished the series or have not at least gone to the 6th book, then I recommend skipping the love portion. Um, Udrak ended up dying, sadly. So this, but he was always in the stars, and they could always like find his star, and they would look at him when they missed him or when they were sad, and he would always come to them in dreams to help them, or he could come in like sort of like a spirit form, not exactly spirit, but something similar to help them whenever they needed him. So he was always there, even though he was technically dead, and that's why I drew this. That's Udrak in the heavens, looking down and watching over the three of them. So yeah, those are my secret drawings, and I am very happy with them, even though I'm not much of an artist. I'm not great at drawing, but I tried, and I did a decent job, I think. So yay. So I just wanted to show you guys those because I keep forgetting. And I saw them there when I came back down here and sat down on my bed. I looked over and saw them. I was like, I better do a video and show my drawings because if I don't, I will never remember. So yeah, I'm about to eat though, and then I'm gonna watch a movie while I eat, and then I'll probably continue or start a whole new world after my movie and after I eat. So yeah, I'm gonna watch another Monster High movie when I ate breakfast this morning before I read Secrets of Mortal Next Smell. Or watched. I watched. I watched Readathon, which is the first Monster High movie, or it's technically the second. I always say it's first because I never watched the second. I only watched it once. I did not like the first movie. So I usually just start from Readathon and watch after that. For the original franchise, at least I don't watch the reboot. But so I was gonna watch the second movie in the franchise, which, if I remember correctly, is Why Do Ghouls Fall in Love, which is also one of my favorites. Um, I absolutely love it. I don't know, Escape from School Shores might be next. No, I think it's Why Do Ghouls Fall in Love. But yeah, it's one of my favorites out of them. My favorite Monster High movies are Why Do Ghouls Fall in Love, Price Camera Action. Those two have to do with Dracula, and she's my favorite. Um, and Boo York, and Haunted because I just really love those two. I'm also a huge fan of Ghouls Rule and Friday Night Frights. So yeah, there's just a lot of Monster Hunter movies, and I pretty much love all of them for the most part. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do, and I will let you know how my reading goes once I do start it. So I'll talk to you guys later. Hi, it is now 5:54 p.m. and I barely got any reading done since last time we talked. Um, I did finish my book, as I said, and I read the prologue of the A Whole New World. The reason why I didn't get any much farther than that is because I was babysitting for my mom because she's not feeling well, and so I was doing that. But I was gonna read while babysitting. I mean, I did take a break to eat, and I watched a movie while I ate, but my siblings were being rather annoying, which is what younger siblings do, sadly. And because of it, they kept interrupting me, and I ended up not getting reading them because of it. But I'm about to do some sprints, some live sprints, so yay, I'm gonna get some reading done. I don't know about finishing the book now, but I'm gonna get some reading done. So yay! I'm hoping to get a good chunk of this book done at least tonight, and I don't think I'm gonna finish at this point just because after the sprints I'm probably gonna be really tired and want to go to bed. So I don't see myself staying up to finish it. But you never know. Maybe I'll get a second wind and be awake and want to read. But we shall see. I'll let you know what happens as the sprints are over. So I'll see you soon. Hi, it is 7:52 p.m. on the 23rd. So this vlog will be going up tomorrow. I decided, and yesterday I did do a tiny bit of reading during sprints, but I did not get as much done as I wanted to. I mean, I did start the book yesterday, and I got 15% through, so I say I got a good chunk done considering. But I was also doing other things during the sprints. A friend a few days ago asked if I'd read over a couple chapters of a story he wrote, so that I can look through it and my thoughts and um just help him overall. And so I did that, as well as read a little bit of my book, A Whole New World, and talked to him about it and stuff. Um, so that's kind of what I did. And I haven't read today, and I don't think I'm going to. I haven't been feeling that great today. I've kind of just been laying down, watching TV. I do really need to film because other than my vlogs, I haven't really uploaded a video in like 2 weeks, and that's not me. I usually don't go that long without doing a video. I mean, I have before, but only whenever I'm, well, I don't know. And it's not, I mean, I haven't been like sick for 2 weeks. I'm not even sick right now. I just feel not that great. Um, I just haven't been in the mood to film. Like, I'd have like zero energy. I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to film tomorrow because I do have sprints tomorrow, I think. I don't know if they're getting canceled because I haven't heard anything about who's hosting yet or anything. But I might see if I can film a video tomorrow. I was going to do it today, but then I was like, I really have no energy. I mean, if I stay up late, I might still film a video, but we shall see because I have no idea. But yeah. So, yeah, I just wanted to give that little update because I keep forgetting. But I do tomorrow. I mean, honestly, if we do these sprints, I will definitely be reading, and if we don't, I'm still going to try to get some reading done because I really need to. But today, I just kind of want to relax and do nothing, to be honest. Um, so yeah, uh, uh, so that is my plan. But things may change. Who knows if I will even feel better tomorrow. We shall see. Hi. So I've not done any reading today. I meant to do some reading today, but I haven't yet. But I will be tonight. I have sprints in a couple hours. Yeah, 2 hours. And I'll be doing plenty of reading. I hope to get at least halfway through my book, if not further. And then I'm still reading A Whole New World, so I hope to finish that. I'm gonna set my sights on finishing it tomorrow and starting reflection, because I don't want to be like, oh, I want to finish today and then not be able to finish it today. I already said I was gonna finish this book by now, but that hasn't happened. So I plan to get at least halfway done, if not a little bit further than halfway today. I mean, I'm already 15% through, so maybe get further than halfway. Um, and I'll let you know how that goes on my next week's vlog because I'm uploading this today. So you'll find out if I finish that today on the 24th next week. Um, on the 31st. Smell that's 31 days, right? Anyways, last day of the month. So, yeah. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment how your reading has been going. I'd love to know. And I will talk to you guys later.